Welcome back here to the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We're here in downtown Reno on this particular day. We came up here for a day trip, and we have a lot of videos of driving around Reno as well as Lake Tahoe, so feel free to check those out in our video library. Please like and subscribe. We usually do all things Vegas, but also whenever we go out of town, we like to bring you scenes from wherever we are. We have South Florida, we have now Reno, then Lake Tahoe, as well as St. Louis in our video library. Over 8,000 videos in our video library, most of them of Las Vegas though, so especially if you're into Vegas, this is a good way to compare and contrast your Southern Nevada versus Northern Nevada experience. Over here on the right, you can see a big lot that they have all fenced off. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done here in Reno. They've done a lot of work to try and help clean things up. You can see some of the buildings have been renovated, others not in the greatest of shape, but the casinos down here, there's three of them that are interconnected: Circus Circus, Silver Legacy, and El Dorado. And they're all interconnected so that in the wintertime you can just walk from one casino into the other. You don't have to walk outside and be subject to the elements. But you can see the sign there for some of the spots here in downtown Reno, but it still in a lot of ways feels very tired and run down, in my humble opinion. There's a large unhoused, unsheltered, homeless population here as well, year-round, which is surprising, especially in the wintertime here. January temperatures get near or even below freezing at times, so it's definitely very cold up here. And then you get the snow as well. You can see some plywood there on whatever this used to be here, and that's what I mean. It's kind of tired and worn out. And then across the street, you buy one of these condos and that's your view. You get to stare at that across the street, this right here. So spend all that money, and yeah, again, we do all things Vegas here on the VegasDon channel. Reno is a much smaller city than Vegas, for sure. They have had a lot of different companies move into the area. You can see this looks like a little old-time motel here, Ace Motel. But they've had Tesla has a factory out east of town here, so that's brought a lot of jobs into the area for sure. And we've also got IGT, which is here, International Gaming Technologies, which is in South Reno. They make a lot of the software, etc., for the slot machines that are sold to the casinos, or at least leased out. A lot of the casinos just lease the machines, so that when something goes wrong, they don't have to be burdened with the cost of having to repair them and all that. But there's El Dorado right there in front of us, and then you can see Silver Legacy's hotel there off to the left. The hotel is separate from the actual casino, but those two are a major part of the Reno skyline, comprising the Reno skyline here, in addition to Circus Circus for downtown Las Vegas. Now, you do have other casinos around town, some of them casino resorts. There's Atlantis, as well as Peppermill, and Grand Sierra Resort. You also have the Nugget, which is over in Sparks. Typically, loosely speaking, anything east of the US 395 highway is going to be Sparks in this town. So you have Reno Sparks, and Sparks has like Victorian Square and stuff. And this used to be some sort of they had like a entertainment thing in there. This is called Commercial Row in here. It's actually built covering the railroad tracks that cover here. The railroad track goes underground now because they put all that concrete in overhead, and they've tried to repurpose the space for like entertainment, like cornhole and stuff like that. But you can see it looks like it's being repurposed as yet something else again as we approach El Dorado here in the area known as the Row, and see like some of this the row. See, that's what they call these three casinos here, all in a row: Silver Legacy, Circus, and El Dorado. But the the gold frame there for the ads, it's very 80s in my opinion. I'm gonna go up here and head back inside. It's actually a little warm here outside today, and of course, since it is the high desert, it is dry. So definitely want to get back into the AC. But there is a Silver Legacy's hotel tower right there, and again, very distinguishable, very prominent part of the skyline here in Reno. But yeah, this entranceway here, gosh, I mean, all this gold and mirrors and all of this, it's still very reminiscent of the 80s. So I guess they were having a motorcycle club thing here, and some group is not allowed on this property, is what they were saying there. So this is the sports book right here, guys. This is the sports book here at El Dorado. Compare this with some of what goes on there in Vegas. This is it's quaint. I'll call it quaint, and we'll leave it at that. Other casino resorts here. You have, I'm trying to remember, there's not a whole lot of other resorts. It's just a bunch of casinos, really, all over town. And a lot of locals like to hit those places. Parking is still free here in downtown Reno. And also, please check out my buddy Mike's channel, VidsFROMMIKE. Does some sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos in Vegas that you don't want to miss. So we're going from the first floor here up to the second floor. This is the interconnected part, so that the walkways can cross over. Almost went up the wrong one there. Cross over the streets below. But up here, it looks a little more updated, a little more modern up here for sure than the first floor here at El Dorado. Also, follow me on Instagram, VegasDon4747. We do a lot of Vegas-related content that we don't put up here on YouTube. And you can see the floors, or whatever design this is they have here on the floor. And then this artwork here, which I theorize to be like Poseidon or something. I don't know what they've got going on, like some sort of Greco-Roman statues here, as well as some horses and other stuff for you to take pictures with here in downtown Reno. Again, you don't want to be walking around outside in January here in Reno. So Caesars has its properties here, Silver Legacy being one of them, as well as Harrah's down at South Lake Tahoe, down there by State Line, Nevada. South Lake Tahoe is actually in it's a region in between. Well, it's all, the casinos are, of course, are all on the Nevada side, but they're right there at the state line with California and Nevada. So walking back north here through the second floor of Silver Legacy. And they have the latest and greatest machines here, as well as they do in Vegas for sure. IGT makes sure of that. International Gaming Technologies. As always, remember, here on the VegasDon channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas and in America stay right here on the VegasDon channel on YouTube. We are so grateful for you guys. Thank you so very, very much for being here, and we'll see you on the next one.